Hey guys, so today in my sorority story, I'm going to talk about managing everything. And before we get started, I just want to do my general disclaimer that not all sorority experiences are created equal, so my experiences may not be yours. So one of the things I've realized in my years as a sorority girl is that people don't really realize how much responsibility being in a sorority actually is. There are numerous time commitments with being in a sorority. You have meetings to attend to, you have fundraisers, you have philanthropies, you have social events. There's just so many things embodied in being in a sorority. And then you throw on work and school and trying to have a social life, and it just gets too much. So here are just a few ways to make sure that you can manage everything and get the most out of your sorority experience. So one of the biggest things I tell my fellow sisters, and I've even held sort of like seminars about it, is having a planner. Don't fall victim to the thought process that you can remember everything, because it's not going to happen. You just have so much on your plate that it's really just a great idea to get a planner, even color coordinate things so you can keep track of what you're doing, where you should be, and so you don't have to worry about that. You can spend more time thinking about what fundraiser you want to do instead of trying to think of where am I supposed to go tomorrow at 3. So I'm just going to show you an example of my planner. This is for last month, and as you can see here, I put all of my sorority stuff in pink, and there's one over here. And putting it in a different color from your schoolwork or your homework just really makes it stand out, so you know what's coming up and you can prepare studying around it and any sort of other events, so you know what you have to do and when you have to do it. And another really big part about organizing your planner so you can handle everything is doing it ahead of time. Sororities always give you your chapter calendar at the beginning of the semester, so you know what's mandatory, what's optional, and all that information. So get that calendar and spend some time with your planner and write everything in it. Everything for the semester, so you know what's coming and so you're not surprised by anything. Another really important thing is to prioritize. Keep in mind that you're there to learn. You're at college because you're a student, because you want to get a degree. So school comes first. Sororities have things set in place that if you have to miss an event because you have class, that's okay. You're not going to get punished because you couldn't attend a mixer because you had to take a class. And it's also important to know that your sisters are understanding. They're students too. They are working as much as you are. They understand that it's really hard to do everything. And so they will be there to help you and to find ways to make sure that you can do everything that you want to do and still be able to be successful. As I was saying before about how there's things set in place that if you have to miss an event for school, they understand. There's also other things in place for different organizations that make it so if you really can't fulfill all of the mandatory obligations, there are such things as, we call it special status, that you talk to your executive board, your president, vice president, and you basically make up a sort of an agreement of what you can go to and what you can't based on your crazy schedule that we all have. And so those are what's mandatory. So you have your own kind of special calendar made just for you. And the final big thing to help you manage everything as a sorority or fraternity member is to just say no sometimes. If your sisters are going out to Applebee's for a half-off abs after a chapter meeting, but you know you have a test the next day, it's okay to say no. Sure, you're gonna miss a little time with your sisters, but you also have to make sure that you're taking care of your school stuff and your academics, and there's always going to be another sisterhood event or something that you can attend to make up for it. So you have to understand that sometimes you're gonna have to say no, and sometimes you're gonna have to spend some time at home to work on your stuff and then go out. And that's probably the biggest thing I can suggest to you to help you manage everything, is just to take things in stride and little one day at a time, and understand that you can't do everything and you shouldn't do everything, and you'll be a lot happier, you'll be a more active sister or brother or whatever, and things will work out a lot better for you and you'll be able to manage a lot more. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, as well as suggestions for upcoming sorority stories videos. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.